Good morning, good morning, good morning, my happy people. Dr. Qualls is checking in with you. It is approximately about 9:45 a.m. in the morning on September the 2nd, 2020. So, you guys, Atlantic University in Florida did a study and tested the N95 mask as well as those plastic face shield masks that people are wearing. And they determined that these masks are actually not effective against CoCo19. When you exhale, when you're using that N95 mask, they're stating that when you exhale, there is a free flow of air, and this is not good if you're trying to restrict particles from like coming in. Okay, the plastic face shield, the virus can enter from around the sides, because it's that square, so it still can come around. So basically, you guys, the World Health Organization announced a while ago that if you are not asymptomatic, if you are not an asymptomatic person, that it is very rare that you're actually transmitting onward to a secondary individual, which means it is not contagious like that. This was a scientific data era. So no isolation, social distancing, quarantine is needed. This evidence was from data collected, you guys, in Singapore from their contact tracing study that they did. Remember when I told you guys that what they were doing out there was that anybody that was infected with COVID-19, they were going through their cell phones and then contacting any folks that they were in prior contact with 14 days prior and repeating that process and testing them. So they came back and determined that if you don't have any symptoms, there's no way you can be passing, this virus on to anybody else. So you guys, let's just, be mindful of that. I know a lot of things are going on right about now. And New York is putting a 2-week delay for in-person learning. The school officials are stating the students ignored CDC guidelines and no social distancing is taking place. 60 million people facing starvation during this pandemic. Millions are unemployed. Dr. Fauci is stating Labor Day weekend could have dire consequences and fear that there will be a surge in the virus as some areas are not closing and people are showing up mostly without wearing masks. I remember them telling us, you guys, some time ago when this very first came out, that this virus could not survive in 70-degree weather or higher, and that it spread during the cold winter damp months with symptoms of pneumonia. Now we're having surges in 70-degree weather and higher and more weather. I mean, these are just things that make you go, and food for thought. So one last thing, you guys, let's please keep our focus on common sense here, people, and not get lost in the fear that causes us to disrupt our homes and break up our families. I have to tell you guys, through this pandemic, I've seen family and friends depart over how and what we should be doing in this pandemic, when all we need to do is respect one another's thoughts, emotions, and feelings and concerns and their beliefs, and love each other more during this pandemic. Why? Because these are hard times and we need our family and our friends, you guys. So let's keep it peaceful, you people, and let's not go all breaking up the family and the home because of he say, she say stuff that you're hearing on the news. Because let's just keep in mind, a lot of stuff that they report is not accurate, and they're definitely not getting up there admitting responsibility when they're wrong. Dr. Qualls is checking in with you. If you don't see me or hear from me, please pray for me. Those of you who can, look for me. Enjoy the rest of your day. Until tomorrow.